What's up, guys? Welcome to My Political Mind. To my left is an errand green screen. Doesn't matter, I've got it fixed. Wait a second. Okay, maybe that'll help. Whatever, doesn't matter. Wait a minute. What's up, guys? Oh my God! Welcome to My Political Mind. That was myself. That was me. I need to stop watching myself. Oh my God. All right. So tonight, on My Political Mind, I want to watch some reactions to Luke Skywalker showing. Oh wait, spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Everybody should have been able to hear that. Spoiler alert. Luke Skywalker showed up in the last episode of The Mandalorian. And I wanted to watch some reactions. I'm hoping to see some dialogue on this video. I want to see some chat. Oh, I went dark. Now I'm light again. Alright. So I'm going to click on this. I'm going to have to turn the sound off so that you can't hear me, because that would be ridiculous. I don't understand why I can't just see chat. I think I can, actually, now that I think about it. I hate being new to all of this because it just makes it so much more complicated than it should be. You know what I mean? Alright, here we go. There it is. Okay. Yup. Everything's good there. Analytics. Nobody's watching. So that really helps. It really helps that nobody's watching, because that means, oh my goodness. Because that means, oh wait, I've got 2 views. Okay. I don't know how to read this. 3 views. Okay. Somebody, never mind that that noise there. I have no idea how to see what's going on my channel. I would like to see like a chat of some sort. But I can't see it for some reason. So it doesn't even matter. Just gonna pause. Alright, so I think this is the right one. Alright, there we go. Alright. So without further ado, I'm going to watch people's reactions on the Mixed Reactions channel. Give them a shout out. Mixed Reactions. They have 263,000 subscribers. I am a subscriber, which makes this appropriate. And I think they should allow me to watch whatever I want. I'm going to make this a little bit. There we go. Let's get this right. All right. Here we go, folks. Let's react to some reactions. We're having some fun on My Political Mind tonight. All right? NPC. We're going to have some fun before we have some open discussion. If you like what you see, please hit that like button. Please subscribe. Destroy the subscribe button. That's what they all say. They say destroy it. Or just tap it. Just give a little tap it. Tap, tap, tap-a-roo. Hit that notification bell. if you want to be notified the moment that I release a video or the moment that I go live. Here we go. Let's watch some reactions. This should be fun. Let's go. Let's see if we can make it political.
Most goosebumps I think I've ever had in my life.
Yeah.
Is that Luke?
He's picking up something. You can sense him.
Is that Luke?
Oh my god.
No way. Come on.
Who is it?
No, to changing music.
Bastards.
No way.
Can't even tell what colour the lightsaber is.
That looks like Luke.
These guys curse so much.
Oh my god.
It's like half the video is blocked out.
Oh my
Green.
god.
Is it Luke? It does. It looks like it's Return of the Jedi suit. You bastards! Oh my god. Ripping through like butter.
This is what I wanted. This is what I wanted like Last Jedi to be like. Man. Luke being badass. Oh my god!
Crush that mother.
God.
Open the doors.
What an entrance, man.
Come on.
It's CGI'd his face. That's a CGI face.
Lift the hood.
It is Luke!
Oh!
It's Luke Skywalker! This guy, all the way at the end there, he's my favorite. That's me. All the way at the end. To your left.
He recognizes him!
He recognizes him! Oh, I love it.
He's so
I'm a headbanger.
Oh my gosh! You don't even show who it is. I just believe it all, you know? Oh my god.
I was crying too, legit. Not gonna lie, I was crying too.
For one moment. Oh, that was so good. Oh my gosh. I like that. I like that a lot. They got the color just right. Yeah, the green. Oh my god! Jedi Master Luke!
Right?
Can't believe they can stop. Wow. Dude, it's like episode 1.
Yeah.
Whoa. Whoa, they went there?
So good.
What? It's Luke.
This guy predicts.
Is it gonna be Luke?
Is it? No.
Bro.
Is this the Jedi that
This guy
recognizing
on
somebody
the
with
bed.
Force is coming?
No
He
way are they
feels
gonna
it.
do Luke effing Skywalker. That's insane.
No, they are.
My heart is pounding, you guys. Who is this?
We're about to see a cloaked figure with a green lightsaber.
Hector, you cannot say those things. You cannot do that to.
Yeah. It's gotta be Ahsoka. It's gotta be Ahsoka.
I don't know, man.
Kybo.
Ahsoka's got.
2 sabers.
Oh, that's. I
One
think this
saber.
is
Black and white.
Skywalker.
I think it's Luke.
It looks like his Return of the Jedi outfit.
Just cause it is.
Is it Luke? No.
What?
Is this Luke?
It's Luke.
Yes.
That's Luke.
100%. Can't you hear
100%
the
Luke.
music?
It's Luke Skywalker. Holy fucking balls.
Oh my god.
So cool.
A row.
Bro.
Oh.
Get it. Get it. Get it, Luke.
Oh. It's very reminiscent of the end of Rogue One.
Yes. His father. Before him.
Can I not see the people that
Yeah,
might
just using those great tricks so we don't
Yeah.
see his face, you know?
be commenting on my video?
You're done,
big
son.
Ooh, Papa like.
Crush! Oh, crush him!
Gendy's Mace Windu taught him that move.
Oh my god, can you imagine if it was Sebastian Stan?
Is it
as-
Sebastian
do it.
Stan?
No, they're
Is
gonna
it
do it.
Sebastian Stan?
It's gonna be young CG him.
Wow.
Wow.
Not bad. Not bad.
I don't care.
But
It's Luke.
It's Luke Skywalker.
I don't care. Oh shit! Yes! Come on. Luke flies an X-Wing. He senses it! Oh no.
No freaking way. If they do it,
We can see a flash of green.
that's all you need, too.
Oh my god.
Who is this?
What color? What is it? Who is it?
Oh!
Yeah, boo boo.
Green never looks so good. Oh my god. Are we gonna see it? Oh my gosh.
He just walks in. He's like, "I'm Luke Skywalker. I'm here to rescue you."
Oh my god, if you said that.
He basically says that.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh my god. Is it? Who is it? Oh my god.
So much cursing.
I have chills.
I have Charles. I have so many.
I don't
Ah.
think it's Ahsoka.
I have so many Charles. It's fucking Luke.
It's no.
Oh my god. I mean, I'm right there with you, to be honest.
I feel like hyperventilating.
Oh my god. I'm like shaking. Oh my god. I took it out like it was nothing. I can't handle it. I'm gonna die. The glove. It's
Are you a Jedi?
I'm gonna pass out.
Wait. That's an X-Wing.
That's an X-Wing.
That's Luke.
That was rough.
It's Luke. Yep.
Force user.
Yep.
Force user.
Yep.
I can't watch.
It's Luke!
Yep.
Oh, wait.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah! Yeah!
Ezra, I'm thinking it's Luke.
The
I'm
Jedi
thinking-
is scared.
I think it's. Oh! Good lightsaber! Oh!
It's Luke.
It's Luke!
Oh, it sure looks. Oh.
It's Luke!
Oh my god.
Ah! The club!
Got my heart. Oh, this is gonna be
I love these people. These are my people. Oh!
with the Dark Troopers and Luke.
That's Luke.
It's Luke!
Oh, that is.
My god! Oh my god! God, that's such a cool visual. The home of the lightsaber.
Yeah, that is Luke. That's 100% Luke.
Wait for it.
Listen to. Ba, 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 ba.
Oh.
Yes.
X-Wing?
Yes.
X-Wing.
One X-Wing? Great.
Who's on an X-Wing?
Incoming craft, identify yourself.
I swear to God, I might cry. If you guys don't stop this shenanigans.
I knew it was Luke.
Who's on an X-Wing?
I'm gonna
Comment. I knew it was Luke if you knew it was Luke.
oh,
Comment. I had no effing clue if you had no effing clue.
He's scared.
Yes.
Green.
Oh shit.
Oh, snap.
Oh. Who is this?
It's not Luke, right? I mean, it can't be.
Get rid.
Oh, who
Get
is
it?
this? That's.
No way.
Oh,
shit!
What? Look at that.
What?
CGI, younger Mark
What
Hamill.
the hell?
Are you a Jedi?
It's an X-wing.
Are you a Jedi?
One X-wing? Is it Luke? Oh my God.
Wait.
Who is it? Oh my freaking gosh.
One X-wing.
Is it freaking? Oh my freaking
Who is it?
God. Shannon.
Matthew?
Shannon. Who's in this damn X-wing, Shannon? Who's in this X-wing, Shannon? It's a Force user.
It's gotta be.
Oh my.
God.
I love it.
It has to be. Oh my God! No! Oh my!
I love it. I love it. I just enjoy seeing people so happy. Even doesn't matter how ridiculous
It's gotta be Luke.
it is. Like, it's so awesome. I just love seeing.
Oh man! My gosh!
I just love seeing the pure joy. It's awesome.
Bro is gonna kill me after this. I don't think that's him. I think that's a CGI. What's this, Luke? It's Luke.
X-wing, one X-wing, a single X-wing. Who's this gonna be? Who's it gonna be?
Luke
That's a
Skywalker.
Jedi. That's a
Has to be.
Jedi.
Oh, he can feel it.
Yeah, he's so loud.
His ears perked up.
Jesus.
He got his spidey sense.
Oh my God!
I say Luke.
Huh.
Asshole.
Who is it? A green lightsaber! Oh my God! Is it Luke? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Charlotte's sleeping. Our daughter's sleeping, guys.
Holy crap.
Mama's like, be quiet, MFer. Our daughter's sleeping.
Yeah.
Okay.
Our daughter's sleeping.
This is insane, man. I can't believe.
All right. Anyway. Oh, all right. That was good stuff. Oh my goodness. I gotta get off of there. All right. So that was fun. And I mean funny. Because that was hilarious. People are hilarious. I am hilarious to myself. If you're not funny to yourself, then who could you possibly be funny towards? Thank you guys for being a part of the show. Thank you for watching. Right now, I'm going to get into a little bit of a dialogue. This dialogue is going to be about my ideology. You see, I don't think anybody's ideology resembles mine. Could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. Sorry about that. I just want to express what I believe is a logical conclusion of our current affairs, economic affairs. So, here we go. Lately, there's been some infighting within the left wing of the party. That infighting came about because of a self-proclaimed dumbass and comedian, Jimmy Dore. Now, I am also a self-proclaimed dumbass. However, I believe that I follow logic far much more than Jimmy Dore. You see, Jimmy Dore doesn't understand the meaning of holding his leaders to account, putting their feet to the fire. He doesn't understand what that actually means. He thinks what that means is to degrade people, is to tell them that they aren't part of the movement that they signed up for, which is ridiculous. It is absurd, especially considering the one individual, and apparently this is a thing across the left, multiple individuals, and I realize I'm going out. I just realized that why did I make this like this? I think I should make myself a little bit smaller. Maybe I should do something like this, and then like if I go out this way, I won't go out of bounds or whatever. But I think maybe if I can I extend this? Okay, so I can go this way, I can go this way, doesn't matter. Alright, so I don't understand. I don't understand this infighting within the left. I really don't. It really boggles my mind. Everybody's for the same stuff. Everybody. They just disagree. See, this is what I'm talking about. They just disagree on how to achieve these goals. That the number one current goal, or or at least the number one topic that people are talking about most often, appears to be Medicare for all, M4A. Medicare for all is an extremely radical plan. And I say that because it is literally the most radical healthcare plan in the world. Because it covers absolutely everything that has to do with healthcare. No other country provides that. Not Canada, not Norway, not any of the Scandinavian countries, not Europe, not the UK. Europe, UK, they're separate. Europe's the continent. But no other country has anyone advocating. I don't know if they have anybody advocating for it. But in the US, it's pretty crazy that we have at least one person, Bernard Sanders, plus the squad, aka the squad, and then like other progressive members of the House. I think there's like a total of like 15, 16, something like that. And people part of the progressive movement, there's probably millions of them. AOC has 10 million followers, okay? There's millions of people that have the same ideology that she has. Here's the thing. You can't boil down your ideology to just your ideology. You have to consider the fact that you are working within a set of rules, within a set of circumstances, within a country that has boundaries, that has its own rules. It's called the Constitution. If you don't like it, you can change it. It is actually amendable, but you have to put in the work to build the committees in order, the coalitions, in order to change the country. You can't just willy-nilly just up and do it. That's not how life works. You have to work for everything that you get. It's not a difficult concept. You can't just be born and be gifted with everything. I believe in equal opportunity. I do not believe in equal outcomes. Most people, most progressives even, don't believe in equal outcomes. They believe in equal opportunity, which is fine. But when you start off from a point to where it's either equal opportunity or I'm going to bash you no matter what, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. No great movement has ever happened where the person or the group, no great movement that has happened within like a year. Now, it takes several years. It takes a decade. The civil rights movement was like a decade. It took a while. But people warm up to it. In the United States, that's what it is. They call it. It's like a slow-moving machine, like a slow-moving object. But it's well refined. It's well oiled. I think that's the right saying. It's a well-oiled machine. And it just cranks, and it cranks, and it cranks, and it cranks. But it might be slow, but it's not stopping. It keeps going, keeps going, keeps going. Because of all these ideas. As Dave Rubin likes to say. Because of all these wonderful ideas. No, that's not why. You have ideas. But then you also have regulation of those ideas. You keep people from being greedy. You keep people from putting others' health at risk. Now, I understand. I've heard many stories about small restaurant owners, particularly in like LA. They won't allow outside dining, but they will allow big box office stores to be open. Sorry, I gotta put this on silent. I'm getting tired of the interruptions. And you know, I understand the argument because a lot of people are kind of peeved because they're like, why can't I have my restaurant open, but these big box stores can be open? That's not the question. The question is, why aren't these big box stores limiting their capacities? You see, I have no problem with cutting restaurants' capacities to 25%. But if we do it for these small business restaurants, we should be doing it for the box stores as well. It should be enforced. You can't have it one way and not have it the other. It's the economy. It's a fair market, or at least it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be a fair market. People should be able to compete appropriately. But they can't do that when McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell, all these big franchise fast food restaurants, they can do drive-through. Why? Because they have lobbyists. These small restaurants don't have lobbyists. They're not chains. They're not chains. They're not fast food chains. They're not franchises. They're just small independent businesses. And this is why it is absurd for them to be treated any differently than a McDonald's or a Burger King. So I do have concerns about that. It's not like I think everything should be locked down. Far from it. I just think everything should be equal when it comes to the response to the pandemic, to the virus. Everything should be equal across the board. It shouldn't be state by state. We all have to have an equal response in order to have an equal outcome. People like to point out this state, that state, blah, 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 blah. Doesn't matter. First of all, Charlie Kirk said something the other day, and I would find the tweet, but I don't feel like it because you can find it yourself, and I'm 100% correct on it. He tweeted about how Florida has more COVID deaths than California. Yet California has had far more lockdowns, far more mandatory mask mandates, and Florida than Florida, and Florida has basically just been open for most of the time. This is true. California has more deaths than Florida, even though Florida's been open for most of the time. And California continues to do lockdowns. Oh, the tragedy! It's such a tragedy. Except for when you look at the numbers, you realize that California has twice as many people as Florida, 2 times as many people as Florida, the population. And yet California only has a little over 1,000 more deaths than Florida. It's like 23,000 to 24,000, maybe 22,000, 24,000, but it's very slim margin. And considering the fact that California has 2 times the number of people as Florida, they should have 2 times the number of deaths. At least. But if your argument is that lockdowns don't work, then California should have 100% plus more deaths than Florida, because that's how math works. If you are trying to claim that that California and their response to COVID is worse than that of Florida, then you have to make a logical you have to put forth a logical explanation for that matter. You can't just say that just because one state has more deaths than the other, if it's just 1,000 deaths, 1/25th more of your state's population, yet that state has 200%, because it's double, more your population. Is that how that works? I think so. Or 100% plus your whatever. You understand. Double. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. Like, you're stupid. You're dumb. You don't understand math. Sorry. Sorry. Not sorry, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you're dumb. Anyway. I don't understand it. I'm not gonna get into my manifesto tonight. Manifesto seems to be a bad word, but it's just like your ideological perspective, political perspective. Like it's just a manifesto. But mine's would be like an open thought manifesto. Like, I'm not gonna plan it out or write it out. I'm just gonna like think about it. And be like, this is what I think about the world. I think it'd be good like this. And then you can decide if you like it or not. I hope I wouldn't talk like that, because that would be embarrassing. But anyway, all right, so let's go to the Trump tape. Let's get Trump tape. Trump tape done. Okay. I actually decided, because I haven't seen any other YouTubers do this. They all seem to be, sorry, my edges. They all seem to be talking about the 4.5 minute clip. I wanted to do the whole hour a phone call. And the reason for that is because I want 100% context. I don't want anything out of context. So, I will stop if I feel like I have something to say about something. Otherwise, please listen. I have no idea how copyright works on YouTube. So I'm hoping, I don't know if I should like stop it every 10 seconds or something. Like, I don't know how that works, but I guess we'll see. If I get a copyright strike, I guess I'll find out how that all works. But for now, let's take a listen. Here we go.
So, Mr. President, everybody is on the line, and just so, this is Mark Meadows, the Chief of Staff, just so we all are aware, on the line is Secretary of State and two other individuals, Jordan and Mr. Germany. With him, you also have the attorneys that represent the President, Kurt and Alex, and Cleta Mitchell, who is not the attorney of record but has been involved, myself, and then the President. So, Mr. President, I'll turn it over to you.
Okay, thank you very much. Hello, Brad and Ryan and everybody. We appreciate the time and the call.
That's Trump.
So we've spent a lot of time on this.
Obviously.
And, if we could just go over some of the numbers, I think it's pretty clear that we won. We won very substantially, Georgia.
Pretty clear.
You even see it by rally size, frankly. We'd be getting 25,000, 30,000 people a rally, and the competition.
All right, first of all, elections aren't decided by rally size. Newsflash. If they were decided by rally size, don't you think Bernie Sanders would have won the primary in 2016 against Hillary Clinton? Because he was obviously dominating her in rally size. He was dominating Donald Trump, and he still dominates Donald Trump in rally size. Bernie Sanders is the most popular senator in the country. And Donald Trump wants to talk about rally size. It doesn't matter. What matters is the people that actually vote. The people that actually vote. They're older. They don't go to rallies. Young people go to rallies. That's why a lot of people show up to Trump and Bernie rallies, because they're young people on each side of the spectrum. But anyway, that it is still not a gauge for an election. Ever. It should never be. That's ridiculous. It's absurd. It's stupid. Especially considering Bernie Sanders. Come on, people.
Issue would get less than 100 people, and it never made sense. But we have a number of things. We have at least two or three, anywhere from 250 to 300,000 ballots were dropped mysteriously into the rolls. Much of that had to do with Fulton County, which hasn't been checked. We think that if you check the signatures, a real check of the signatures going back in Fulton County, you'll find at least a couple of 100,000 of forged signatures of people with who have been forged, and we are quite sure that's going to happen. Another tremendous number. We're going to have an accurate number over the next 2 days with certified accountants, but an accurate number.
I just want to remind everyone that this is the President of the United States of America. Just think about that as you listen to this. Like, seriously. Think about that as you listen to this. Please think about that as you listen to this.
Will be given, but it's in the 50s of thousands, and that's people that went to vote, and they were told they can't vote because they've already been voted for, and it's a very sad thing. They walked out complaining, but the number is large. We'll have it for you, but it's much more than the number of 11,779. That's the current margin is only 11,779. Brad, I think
remember
you agree
that
with
number,
right? That's something I think everyone, at least that's a number that everyone agrees on. But that's the difference in the votes. But we've had hundreds of thousands of ballots that we're able to actually. We'll get you a pretty accurate number. You don't need much of a number because the number that, in theory, I lost by the margin would be 11,779. But you also have substantial numbers of people, thousands and thousands, who went to the voting place on November 3rd, were told they couldn't vote. Were told they couldn't vote because a ballot had been put in on their name. And
not true.
Very, 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 very sad. We had, I believe it's about 4,502 voters who voted, but who weren't on the voter registration list. So it's 4,502 who voted, but they were not on the voter registration roll, which they had to be. You had 18,325 vacant address voters.
If you like this content, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. If you would like to get notifications on whenever I post a video or I go live. Thanks, guys. I love you. And also, Trump is a wackadoo.
They had the address was vacant, and they're not allowed to be counted. That's 18,325. Smaller number, you had 904 who only voted where they had just a PO, a post office box number. And they had a post office box number, and that's not allowed.
It absolutely is allowed.
At least 18,000 that's on tape. We had them counted very painstakingly. 18,000 voters having to do with she's a vote scammer, a professional vote scammer and hustler. That was the tape that's been shown all over the world that makes everybody look bad. You, me, and everybody else. Where they got number one, they said very clearly and
did y'all hear that? Did that come in your headphones? Oh my god. That's insane. Hold on. What is that? What is this? Why are you like this? Crazy? This is just like mind-numbingly painful, guys. Like, I don't get it, but let's keep going.
It's been reported that they said there was a major water main break. Everybody fled the area, and then they came back, and her daughter and a few people. There were no Republican poll watchers. Actually, there were no Democrat poll watchers. I guess they were them. But there were no Democrats either, and there was no law enforcement. Early in the morning, they went to the table with the black robe, the black shield, and they pulled out the votes. Those votes were put there a number of hours before. The table was put there. I think it was, Brad, you would know, it was probably 8 hours or 7 hours before, and then it was stuffed with votes. They weren't in an official voter box. They were in what looked to be suitcases or trunks, suitcases, but they weren't in voter boxes. The minimum number it could be, because we watched it and they watched it certified in slow motion, instant replay, if you can believe it, but it had slow motion and it was magnified many times over.
Is Trump watching an NFL football game? They watched it in slow motion, instant replay, if you can believe it. So yeah, we believe it. They've had it in the video game Madden since '99. Maybe it was like 2001 or 3 or 4, but still, it's been a while since we've had replay. It never. We're not even 6 minutes in, and the president of the United States. This is what he sounds like. This is what he talks like when he's on the phone with somebody. People like this guy.
And the minimum it was 18,000 ballots, all for Biden. You had out-of-state voters. They voted in Georgia, but they were from out of state, of 4,925. You had absentee ballots
Morons.
sent to vacant. They were absentee ballots sent to vacant addresses. They had nothing on them about addresses. That's 2,326. And you had drop boxes, which was very bad. You had drop boxes that were picked up. We have photographs and we have affidavits from many people. I don't know if you saw the hearings, but you have drop boxes where the box was picked up and not delivered for 3 days. So all sorts of things could have happened to that box, including, putting in the votes that you wanted. So there are many infractions.
Yeah, I remember before the election even started how a GOP-led organization in California decided to put out fake drop boxes, for mail-in votes in California. They were caught doing this, and I don't believe they saw any penalty. I think they just had to remove them. I'm not sure, but it's pretty crazy how election fraud tends to come from the right. Maybe they're the only ones getting prosecuted. Maybe there are only liberal judges. Even though Trump appointed 3 Supreme Court judges to the Supreme Court, and he still hasn't gotten a single lawsuit passed or even looked at in the Supreme Court. Not even when Texas went to the Supreme Court and filed a lawsuit against several states. The Supreme Court didn't even look at the lawsuit. They tossed it out because there was no standing. They had no standing. Who's advising these people? Who says, yeah, that lawsuit's a good idea? Even though you don't have the most basic thing when it comes to a lawsuit, which is standing in a court. There's been like 50 plus, 60 plus Trump lawsuits, election lawsuits. One. All the others dismissed, failed. I think that's it. I don't know if there's any other option. They were dismissed or they failed. They lost. They didn't win. Just one. And the one was so minor, like it's not like it's gonna change an election. Like it's dumb. It's dumb. 7 minutes, 6 minutes, 42 seconds. I don't even think we're gonna make it through this whole audio. I see why people have only been doing it 4 minutes, but I want full context. Let's go.
And the bottom line is many, many times the 11,779 margin.
So, he speaks so much about the very specific number, and then he talks about how he needs 11,780 votes to win. I just need you to find that. Just call it a recalculation. He actually says that. How do people not, Trump supporters even, not take issue with this? It is insane. It is anti-democratic. It is anti-American. It is unpatriotic. How do people not see that? It is insane to me that people can listen to this recording like Charlie Kirk and take issue and say that a leaked audio of the president is a national security issue. Whoa, 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 whoa. You listened to the audio and you said that the leaked audio is a national security issue, but you don't think that the audio within the audio is a national security issue? You don't think that's an issue? You're a cuck. You're a cuck. You're a Trump simp cuck. That's what you are. Doesn't matter what he says. You like him. It doesn't matter if he's wrong. You like him. It doesn't matter if he's an idiot. You like him. Because he's not a politician. BS. He is a politician. He is the best politician. Because he fooled you, even though he's a complete dumbass. At least most politicians fool you because they're smart. You got fooled by a dumbass. A con man. And it's so obvious. It's so obvious. Just listen to this conversation. Just listen to this conversation. It's so obvious. I'm fired up. This ish pisses me off. You know, first, it's the pardoning of these obvious criminals, these corrupt individuals that really pissed me off. I'm like, what is happening to our democracy? What is happening to the justice system? To where people like Michael Flynn and Paul Manafort and every single one of other Trump's liaisons, I don't know what to call them, his criminals that support him, whatever. How is it that we just let these people get pardoned like they didn't do anything wrong, like they didn't lie to the U.S. government, like they didn't launder money, like they didn't take money from the campaign, like they didn't go out and try to get information from Russia? Yeah, I said it. Russiagate was mostly ridiculous, but that doesn't mean that some of it wasn't. And that doesn't mean that the part of some of it wasn't people that Trump had close to him. This isn't rocket science. This data, this information is available. There's tapes. There's photos. There's documentation, public records, government subpoenas, government investigations. The government is supposed to protect individuals. It is supposed to protect investors. It is supposed to protect citizens and their rights. And when the people decide to choose a person over a set of rules, that, in essence, is either fascism or communism. It's one of the two. They choose a person, a savior-like figure, over principles, over their own morality. That's the thing that gets me. How was it possible that Trump owns the evangelical vote? How is that even possible? How is that possible? Is abortion really your only issue? Is that their only issue? Like other things don't kill more people or more kids, for that matter. Abortion's your only issue. I'm sorry, but there's a lot more worse issues, or at least a lot more issues other than abortion, that if you were to put on a scale of merit, that deserve more attention than abortion. I personally don't believe in abortion. However, I don't believe that the government has any right to say if abortion should be legal or not. It is not the government's job to tell what a person should do with his or her own body. Period. T.
That they said we lost by. We had vast. I mean, the state is in turmoil over this, and I know you would like to get to the bottom of it. Although I saw you on television today, and you said that you found nothing wrong. I mean, I didn't lose the state, Fred. People have been saying that it was the highest vote ever. There was no way. A lot of the political people said that there's no way they beat me, and they beat me. They beat me in the poll. As you know, every single state, we won every state. We won every state house in the country. We held the Senate, which is shocking to people, although we'll see what happens tomorrow or in a few days.
You haven't won the Senate yet. The runoff is tomorrow. Man. We have 2 Georgia Senate runoff elections tomorrow. John Ossoff versus blah, 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 Purdue. I don't give a damn. And Warnock versus Loeffler. And I hope Warnock and Ossoff win. They're the Democrats. Surprise, surprise. But the other 2, Purdue and Loeffler, were essentially caught insider trading, selling their hotel stocks and other stocks because they were part of a meeting about the ensuing pandemic back in like February or early March, one of the two, before like the lockdowns happened. And they sold off all their stocks after that meeting. Coincidentally, after that meeting. They saved hundreds of millions of dollars by making that move. Yeah, American people lose every single penny that they own. The last $35 that they own because of the pandemic. because they didn't have that inside information. They don't have the luxury of being an owner of any kind. They were born into socioeconomic conditions that hurt them, that kept them down. And you know, I'm talking about just purely young adults, 24 and younger. These aren't people you expect to have multi-million-dollar businesses yet. But a lot of them lost their jobs because of the pandemic. And because of the response to the pandemic. And I don't mean the lockdowns. I don't mean the mask mandates. I mean all the half-ass measures that we took as a country. And the fact that we made it a state-by-state ordeal. Like, it's ridiculous. It was 2020. It is now 2021, but it was 2020, and we can't get on the same page about a pandemic? I thought this was America. I thought this was the United States of America. I thought that we could take on anything like it was nothing. I thought that we were strong. No, we're not strong. You know why? Because people can't wear a mask. How soft do you have to be to where you can't wear a mask? You think it's an infringement on your freedoms? It's a mask. It's a mask. It makes you more individual than anything. You conceal your face. Nobody knows who you are. It's a mask, stupid. Nobody knows who you are. And you save people in the process. You're more of an individual with a mask on than you are with it off. Stupid. Your logic sucks. Your logic sucks. You have no logic. People want to talk about, oh, lockdowns don't work. Okay, what did the NBA do? They put everybody in the bubble for like 2-3 months. Guess what? Not a single person got COVID. Not one. Not one. Lockdowns don't work. Yeah. Half-ass lockdowns don't work, muff. Stupid. It's so stupid. Oh. I just I don't get people. Like, logic escapes them.
And we won the House, but we won every single state.
No, you didn't. We have a runoff election tomorrow to decide whether or not you won the House, stupid.
House, and we won Congress, which was supposed to lose 15 seats, and they gained, I think, 16 or 17 or something.
Yeah, that's kind of true.
I think there's now a difference of 5. There was supposed to be a difference substantially more. But politicians in every state, but politicians in Georgia have given affidavits and are going to that there was no way they beat me in the election, that the people came out.
Affidavits don't mean ish if they cannot be held up in a court of law. They are evidence until they are presented to a court. Well, they're still evidence. But that doesn't mean that the evidence is factual. Learn the difference between factual evidence and non-factual evidence. Evidence is evidence. But what matters is if it's factual or not. Stupid.
In fact, they were expecting to lose, and they ended up winning by a lot because of the coattails and they said there's no way that they've done many polls prior to the election. There was no way that they won. Ballots were dropped in massive numbers, and we're trying to get to those numbers, and we will have them. They'll take a period of time, certified.
Just so everybody knows, the electoral college votes have already been certified, and the objections that I'm sure we will see in a couple of days, I think it's Wednesday the 6th, I think is when they're supposed to object to reality. Yeah, it means nothing. It's all a show. It's all virtue signaling. It's nothing special. It's dumb. That's what it is. It's dumb. Mike Pence will be swearing in Joe Biden on January 20th.
But they're massive numbers, and far greater than the 11,779. The other thing, dead people. So dead people.
So this guy, literally, I say this guy is a president, but seriously, this guy is talking about 11,779 votes is how much he's down by. And he literally tells Raffensperger to just find 11,780 votes. That's all I need. I just need one more vote. I just need one more vote. Then Joe Biden, just find it for me. Look in your couches. Look in your walls. Find the votes. Look in the green pastures. Find the 4-leaf clover that equals 4 votes. For me, Donald Trump, and I just think I'm the winner, no matter what.
Voted, and I think the number is in the close to 5,000 people, and they went to obituaries, they went to all sorts of methods to come up with an accurate number, and a minimum is close to about 5,000 voters. The bottom line is when you add it all up, and then you start adding, 300,000 fake ballots, then the other thing they said is in Fulton County and other areas, and this may or may not be true, this just came up this morning, that they are burning their ballots, that they are shredding ballots and removing equipment. They're changing the equipment.
There's no proof of this, of course.
On the Dominion machines, and then that's not legal. And they supposedly shredded, I think they said 3,000 pounds of ballots. And that just came to us as a report today. And it's a very sad situation. But Brad, if you took the minimum numbers, were many times above the 11,779, and many of those numbers are certified, or they will be certified, but they are certified. Those are numbers that are there, that exist, and that beat the margin of loss. They beat it, by a lot, and people should be happy to have it.
The margin of loss. The margin of loss. He talks about the margin of loss, and then he's like, I think that the what you should find is the margin of loss by plus one vote.
Accurate count instead of an election where there's turmoil. There's turmoil in Georgia and other places. You're not the only one. We have other states that I believe will be flipping to us very shortly. And but this is something that as an example, I think in Detroit, and I think there's a good section of your state actually, which we're not sure, so we're not going to report it yet. But in Detroit, we had 139% of the people voted. That's not too good. In Pennsylvania, they had well over 200,000 more votes than they had people voting, and that doesn't play too well. And the legislature there which is Republican, is extremely activist and angry. But I mean, there were other things also that were.
Wait. The Republicans are extremely activist, angry. What?
Almost as bad as that, but they had, as an example, in Michigan, a tremendous number of dead people that voted. I think it was.
First of all, no, it's dumb. That's stupid. I don't want Joe Biden as president, but we could not survive another 4 years of Trump. We just couldn't. Oh my God! Why? Why do we get put with Joe Biden? Do you know why? Because Hillary Clinton won, I'm sorry, because Donald Trump won 2016 instead of Hillary Clinton. Because if Hillary Clinton would have won 2016, Bernie Sanders might have primaried her and won. I don't know, maybe not. Probably would have got more, at least more centrist Supreme Court justices instead of far right nut jobs. But it is what it is. People don't like to look towards the future. They'd rather throw a wrench in the process instead of putting a bolt in there and making it more efficient or something.
I think, Mark, it was 18,000, some unbelievably high number, much higher than yours. You were in the 4,000 to 5,000 category, and that was checked out laboriously by going through by going through the obituary columns.
Trump actually knows what the word laboriously means? Interesting.
In the newspapers. So I guess with all of it being said, Brad, it's the bottom line. And provisional ballots, again, you'll have to tell me about the provisional ballots, but we have a lot of people that were complaining that they weren't able to vote because they were already voted for. And these are great people. And, they were shell-shocked. I don't know if you call that provisional ballots. In some states, we had a lot of provisional ballot.
You see, fascists like to do this a lot. They like to talk about the people. People know this. People know that. Everybody knows that this is an issue. The people of Georgia are upset about this. Like, he's overgeneralizing an entire state that didn't vote for him. It'd be like saying, the people of California know this. Everybody knows that the people of California don't like Trump. At least a majority. But this is what fascists do. They like to use, this is the type of rhetoric that they like to use. Is the people. You see, I have many people. It's kind of... the American way is exactly how I would expect it to be, which is like a New York mobster con man type deal, which is what Trump is. Which is, the people, they like me. And they say that I won. The people say that I won. I don't know why I'm like coming off as like Mexican, but you get the picture. I think maybe. Yeah. So this is just absolutely insane. You know what? I don't even think we're 12 minutes in. Like, that's even more. 3 times as explosive as the 4.5-minute clips or clip that I've seen, like, over and over again. Like, the 12 minutes here just make those 4.5 minutes even more credible to me. Like, I wanted to hear this conversation in context, and boy, did I get some context. Like, he is legit. Just like, hey, I'm down 707, what was it? Or 11,779 votes. I need you to find 11,780 votes. Let me win by 1 vote. They won't catch on. They're too stupid to catch on to that. Like, please. Woo! I can't believe it. I can't believe it has been almost a month since my last video. That's crazy. That's right. Maybe, hopefully, everybody enjoyed this video. I went a little out there on this one. I let myself free a little bit on this one. I'm sure I have more to say. I'm just tired. It's been a rough 2021, and you know, I'm kind of just like a little bit all over the place. So, but I think I did pretty well this stream, and I had a lot of fun with it. And I don't think I'm gonna finish. I just can't finish this phone call. Like, it's the same thing over and over again. It's just Trump basically pleading for election officials in Georgia and like the governor. I don't know, but Georgia's Secretary of State, Raffensperger, and I believe Raffensperger lawyer, which is I think his name is Ryan Germany. But yeah. Raffensperger was joined by his office's general counsel, Ryan Germany, and Deputy Secretary of St. Jordan Fuchs. Or, fuck, I'm not going to say it. Alright. Well, you know what? Thank you, Washington Post, for revealing this audio. And I hope people have learned something from my video tonight. If anything, maybe you've realized that I am possibly an unhinged personality. Or maybe you think that I'm semi-reasonable. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you liked what you saw, please hit the like and subscribe buttons and hit that notification bell to get notified whenever I post a video or go live. Thank you for watching.